We're back on League Unlock. Eric and Mark with you guys. Still looking ahead to some of these wonderful teams in the NA LCS, the For Fun region. And we're moving on to Echo Fox, who already made really their huge moves in the middle of the summer split with Lost and Smoothie coming in. So do they really need to make more moves heading into 2019? That roster only played together for like 5 weeks, something like that. So they haven't really gelled yet.
I think there's one move, Eric, that I would want to see Echo Fox make. We can talk about it a little bit later, but talking where they have their strengths, where you don't need to be making any moves here, of course, is the top lane and the jungle. Keep that really solid here. Of course, you got Huni, Dardoch, that decisiveness that this pair can have, the aggressiveness that they can have, the skill that this pair can have, can just absolutely steal you games here on the LCS stage, and it's an important part of what Echo Fox can keep together to find strength this year. In the mid lane, Demonte, hopefully you can have him develop and improve over last year. He had shown signs of being one of these NA mid laners, this talent to develop here to keep that residency slot there. And then, of course, looking in the bot lane, as you mentioned before, this is where we saw that change in the middle of the summer. Lost and Smoothie. I think that you still need to allow this pair more time to develop that chemistry, that timing together, those little things that you need to be able to do as a bot lane, to know what your support is going to be doing without that level of communication. Just simply takes time, and I think that this duo has shown you enough potential that you can invest into that time to get them to where you need them to be on the LCS stage.
And I think that bot lane is kind of a perfect pairing where you have a young player with not that much on-stage experience where you don't know fully what his ceiling is, and then obviously Smoothie, a guy who's been around, the veteran. He's played on a bunch of different teams, and we've seen he can be at not only an all-pro level, but he was getting some MVP nods at times on his time with Cloud9. And Echo Fox, I mean, coming into 2018, that pairing of Dardoch and Huni, everyone was kind of saying this has the potential to actually dominate the league, and they actually put up some seriously good numbers when it came to the regular season. They were a tiebreaker away from finishing first in spring. They went 10-8 in summer and had slumps throughout, but that's why they made this roster change. So overall, I think Echo Fox probably overperformed what people were expecting in 2018.
I think it was certainly an overperformance here, but not to the absolute max of their potential of what this roster can reach. And I think that if you're talking about maybe seeing some changes here, where do you want to really improve this roster? Find something spicy. If you're going to make a change, I don't know, maybe throw something out here like a Cody Sun ADC, letting you open up that mid lane to invite back Mr. Froggen back into the Echo Fox family could be something exciting to see.
Yeah, and there's a lot of question marks. I know people are a bit down on Echo Fox because of how they, again, I'll say the term hosed Alltech and Phoenix, which basically gave them, just cutting them, gave them no chance to really sign with any other teams. But I mean, it is still one of the premier organizations overall, and we know that they were pretty buddy-buddy with Froggen. Froggen liked the organization. He released that video ahead of 2018 where people thought he was basically being held hostage because he showed no emotion and just saying, I will not be playing in the LCS for 2018. But he says he wants to play in 2019. So that is an interesting case to look at in the mid lane if we're looking at how you could maybe improve this roster or maybe changes they could make, because Demonte's contract is one that is coming up this year. You saw that Lost and Smoothie are there until 2020. But again, what do contracts mean in esports right now? You can trade them, cut them pretty much at any time. So Froggen, if you remember, it's been a full year since we've seen him play. But you go back to his numbers the last time he was playing, damage percentage, damage per minute, CS difference at 15, and solo kills. He was first.
That's, hey,
on a bad team.
Yeah, that was not an Echo Fox team that would lead you to believe that anybody would be able to find first place in the statistics, and let alone that many there. Froggen certainly can bring the punch, bring that power that you need in the mid lane here, especially now where these solo carry performances seem to be the way that the game is going here. And this is where I think Echo Fox, if you're going to make an improvement here, this is how you do it. As much as I believe in giving Lost and Smoothie time to develop and maybe hit their potential better, I think that if you really want to make some changes, shake it up right now and find a way to try and push this team over the top, these are the moves that you would make.
I'm I think I'd be on board with the Froggen one, even though we haven't seen him play professionally for an entire calendar year. I might still favor just having Lost over Cody Sun. I know Cody Sun has proven that he can be one of the best AD carries in North America, but Lost, you're not entirely sure what you're getting out of him. You don't know what the actual ceiling is, and I think pairing him with Smoothie is just the perfect blend of experience and basically being a rookie. People are also saying, send Smoothie to Liquid and bring Ole, reunite him with Cody Sun on Echo Fox. I don't see why Echo Fox would trade Ole for Smoothie.
I think at this point, not the move that either one of these teams would be wanting to make there for these rosters. And I think that when you're talking about the potential that Lost can have on Echo Fox, we've seen him. We've seen him pop off on things like the Varus. As long as he gets his comfort pick champions, has a way to have an impact in these games. But I just don't think he's at that level yet that some of these top level ADCs that we do have here in North America, the likes of Sven, the likes of Double Lift, of course, I don't think that Lost quite exactly stacks up just yet. Needs a little bit more time to prepare.
And he needs stage time to do that. How many times have we seen teams with 4 veterans around him and then a rookie AD carry or something? Look at Niels when he came up with Origin. I think that's kind of the perfect blend to have that AD carry thrive. Upset on Shulka's another example. So maybe if they get Froggen, then you have these 4 veterans around Lost. I want to see what this kid can do because his mechanics are no doubt insane. That's all the time today for League Unlock. Eric and Mark here with you guys. We'll continue to preview the NA LCS the next episode.